Good afternoon. My name is Mark Gruen. I'm with Renze Seeds. This afternoon we are in northeast Nebraska looking at a plot. The row width here in this plot is 36 inches. The planting population here was 28,650. And the hybrid we're looking at is 2322. That's a Herculex Extra. So dial protection above and below ground and Liberty and Roundup tolerance. The 2322 here, the first thing you'll notice is the ear height, and it truly is going to be medium to medium high ear height, and it's about as happy in this field as it's going to get, so I wouldn't anticipate the ear height ever getting much higher than this, but fairly uniform ear height. Now let's look at the ear shape. Very girthy. I'm kind of a big guy and I have a decent sized hand, even out to the end, fairly girthy and decent length. And you'll notice back here the uniform ear size. Look at these big guys back here. This guy here. Very uniform from plant to plant, even from such a big ear. Usually big ears like this will respond to in-season nitrogen application, and this is no exception to that. So whether you're going to put on urea and water it in, or hope that God waters it in, or if you're going to go with standard knifing in of a liquid or anhydrous side dress or foliar feed, this hybrid will respond very well to that. When we husked this guy back, we noticed a corn earworm here that we have since sent to corn earworm heaven. But the reason I want to show you this is the Herc Extra, while it protects against black cutworm, western bean cutworm, it does not protect against corn earworm very well. We are coming this coming year, 2012 growing season for you farmers, we are coming with a Smart Stack version. Smart Stacks gives very good protection against corn earworm feeding. So if this would have been the Smart Stack version, this guy would have died after the first couple bites. East-west movement. This hybrid will handle, I'm going to be careful how I say this here, out in the Broken Bow Callaway area, I would keep this hybrid on irrigation. I think it'll do well on a partial or limited irrigation situation, or if you've got dry land that has very good soil and you anticipate medium to higher yield production for a dryland situation in central Nebraska, then yes. But if you're going to go with a lighter soil and tough conditions and shoot for yields in the 90, 80, 70 bushel range, this hybrid probably is not the hybrid for that situation. But as far as moving south to south central Nebraska, irrigated, this thing will be a monster at 110 day. The planting population in that situation, I think it will handle 33. It may even handle 34 well, but with this kind of flex, I really don't see the need for that kind of a final pop. So we'll handle medium low to medium high plant populations for any particular farming operation. Moving on east within the Renze area, it will move into east central and southeast Iowa. However, the last 2 years we have a different Renze hybrid, Renze 3332, that has outperformed this thing in standability and yield fairly consistently. If you're using the 2322 genetic, and this next year it'll be the 3322 in eastern Iowa and southeast Iowa, and you enjoy it with your farming operation, please keep using it. It's going to be one of our bigger sellers. And on south in Iowa, on into Missouri, on into eastern Kansas, irrigated, this will work very well. Even dry land, I think it'll have the heat and drought toughness to handle southern movement very well. The GASA score for this is an 8, as is the gray leaf spot score. And as I think about it, the GASA score, it may actually be a 7.5 to an 8 on each of those scores, but very good disease defense for this hybrid. Northern movement, therefore, for GASAs is going to move pretty well into the 106, 107 day maturity zones. So this is 2322 Renze. Next year we will sell it as a Smart Stack 3322.